Hello, everyone, and welcome, Haz. We've been chatting already a little bit. Today, we are joined by my two cats here on the window, catching a little bit of sun. And let's get back to where we stopped yesterday. So, yesterday, if you remember, we needed to authorize our user that we were faking for the login process. We need to authorize it on Nova. I actually haven't configured it live because I was worried that we were going to see the actual Larabelles admins emails, but that wouldn't be the case. I found out where I needed to set the email for the user to be able to log in. It's on the Nova service provider, as we saw yesterday. This comes from a config that we can see. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. It comes from a config on Nova, and it catches a key from our env. I'm not going to edit our env for now, but I will just fish out. I don't know if that's an expression in English, but I'm going to get the our user email and put it here on the default as the user that we'll be using to log in. I'm not quite remembering. Oh yes, sorry, Has. I think it's due to the StreamYard being free, or maybe because my camera is using an USB 3 port, not an USB-C, or an USB 2 instead of USB 3. So sorry, I can't really bump up the quality for now. And also, bonus points for me, I'm actually looking at the comments that are coming from my viewers, from you guys. So continuing on, as I remember yesterday, we were having some troubles with not being authorized to log. Oh, sorry. We were having a problem with the page was expired when we were trying to post. So I found this thread on Larcasts that someone was apparently having the same problem as I was, and the forum, in this case Laradan, suggested that the way to fix that was to clear all caches. So we are going to do that first, and then we are going to try and run our test again and see if this fixed it. So clearing the caches and setting our user on the Nova configuration. I think that Laravel now has a command to clear all these caches all at once. Probably something like PHP artisan optimize clear or something like that. But let's just go with this. Now to run our tests, PHP artisan, as we've seen yesterday, test filter sponsors. And let's see what we have. Where have we stopped yesterday? We were using a user and doing a post, just passing on the name to see if we had anything and dumping the response. Yes, has PHP artisan optimized, but I think that probably this changed with some versions of Laravel, but yesterday I was actually reading some comments that you had to pass a flag of clear so that it would clear all caches, but this could be changed with some versions of Laravel. So what did we have here? Could not find driver. Is my database running? It is. Let me check and try and open the Larabelles website. Yeah, yes, the thing is, I don't remember where I read it, but let's try with the artisan sheet. I know, I know it sounds like I said something else, but I can say it probably correctly. So sheet. It's a tongue twister for me. Let's see. Let's try for optimize. Here, optimize. We are checking it for Laravel 10. What? Okay, optimize. Cache the framework. Yeah, you see, the optimize command will cache the bootstrap files. Actually, here they don't even have the flag for the clear. Let's see with Laravel 9. I'm pretty sure it was the optimize command. Maybe I'm mixing it up. Or maybe the sheet doesn't have all the flags. Because I actually caught my eyes oh, maybe it was clear compiled. No, now I'm confused too. I was pretty sure it was the optimized. I think it was PHP Portugal that I read something. It was either the clear compiled or the optimized, but I was just about sure it was the optimized. Unfortunately, I can't open that. I can. I was thinking that I can't show the contents of a closed group online, but I can shift the focus of our live stream just to do a quick search on the PHP Portugal group. Let me just optimize if something comes up. Yeah, there's an optimized clear. Let me close the group again. Some member was suggesting that another person tried the optimized clear. So this is actually a thing, and it cleared the cached bootstrap files. I'm just thinking that if it cleared and then it cached, let's just try running without the clear. Let's see if there was any difference. But my output was cleared. Yep. See, when you run PHP Artisan Optimize, the message you get is that it was caching the framework bootstrap files. And when you run it with PHP Artisan Optimize Clear, it is clearing the cached bootstrap files. Yeah, so thanks, João, for sharing this tip. He was here yesterday. I don't know if he'll show up today, but it was a tip from him. And yes, this option is actually lacking on the Laravel cheat sheet. So there are no, probably PHP Artisan Optimize help. Let's see if there's anything here. Nope. I don't know how I found that out, but hey, Miguel. Hola. Hi, Ariane. Sorry if I missaid your name, but welcome. And let's try and now see what's going on with running our tests, as we were doing before diving into this optimized command. Oops, sorry there. Test filter sponsors. There we go. I'm hoping that the problem with the database will just be a matter of rebooting Aragon, because I was hoping to just really get on and get done with this test, because I think we're trying to finish this test for 3 live sessions now. It's just taking too long, damn. and there we go. Could not find driver SQL. Database exception. I'm really at a loss here. So yesterday I was updating some packages, some global packages on my computer to try and run some commands that required new versions for Laravel installer and some things like that. I'm wondering if this problem has anything to do with that. But let's just stop Laragon and try and reboot it to see if this error goes away. Um, yeah, the problem is with SQLite, because that's the database that we're running with our test. Yes, has. For the tests, I'm using SQLite. I think that is the normal thing, the regular thing to do, as far as as far as I'm aware. And again, we have that problem. Could not find the driver. If an exception occurs when attempting to run a query, you'll format the error message. I mirror my development production as much as possible. Yes, that's ideally what you should do. Yeah, I've been in some projects before where the development, so our dev machines had some configurations. Our what was the name? Staging server has other configurations, and then the production server had other configurations. And sometimes there were some weird errors on production that we couldn't recreate on our dev or on staging because the environments were different. Yeah, so that can be a problem. Could not find the driver. I don't know. I'm really confused on this one. Because I changed some versions, I'll try and do two things. I'll try and open the terminal for Laragon and try to run my command there. And then if that does not work, I will try and update this project, run a composer update, and see if that fixes anything. Because since I've been changing some, also I've been, let me PHP -v 8.2, and I was using 8.1, so that could be one of the reasons. Let's try and cd to Larabelles. Oops, not v, and try and run this. So PHP artisan test filter sponsor, and yep, it happens again. So composer update, and see if this changes anything. Do you have the extension set properly? Good question, because I installed the 8.2 yesterday, and it could be a matter of not having that extension, SQLite 3. So yeah, that was probably it. I was not planning on installing 8.2 yesterday, but I had to for just those tests that I'm mentioning, and it probably was that. Let's, yeah, no, I can't finish on this execution, but that was probably the problem. Let me just check if some more extensions come to mind that we need to have, that probably are missing. MB string, it's one of the ones that I know. OpenSSL, PDO SQLite. Yeah, that should do the trick. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. But now we'll have to wait for composers to finish installing. And I think that is it. So this should take a little bit now, as far as I'm able to predict from what it took the other times that I was running Composer upgrade. I can talk to you a little bit about some suggestion that I had from Susanna of Larabelles. She was seeing my first or second live stream, and she was like, Anna, you really need to get a new laptop. And coincidentally, I was just falling in love with a new laptop for me to buy. But the website said, I was so frustrated with that. The website said that I could get it at home in 1 day or two when you were looking at the laptop on the products list. And I was decided to buy. I was committed. I loved the laptop. I watched some reviews online. It had amazing specs, 32 gigabits of RAM. It had an i7 10th generation Intel processor, graphics card, I think with 4 gigabits or gigabytes, whatever. I mean, it was really cool and really cheap because it was a refurbished laptop. And then I got on the website. I went to click on the button to make my purchase, and it was out of stock. And since it's refurbished, they only get a new one if someone returns theirs. So that idea just died. Then there and then, I was uh, I was devastated. I was finally going to get a new laptop, something that I've been pushing for so long. And you can see right now, my laptop is great generally, but for these types of things while doing live streams, it takes too long for the audience to Mac. No, 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 not a Mac. They're way too expensive for what they do. Um, but I was really devastated, and I haven't still seen a laptop as good as that one for that price, because it was really cheap. It was around 550 euros. um yeah, I can. It was on PC Components. It's a Spanish website that sells to Portugal. It was 550 euros for amazing specs. But since it was refurbished, and it was out of stock, they don't get that anymore, not unless someone returns it. But that's my budget. It's 600 euros at the moment. That's all I can do. And there are some cool options around those prices. But it's the thing that when you fall in love with something, and you are really looking forward to have it, anything else just fails in comparison. It's like when you it happens. I remember a Mac Mini. I'm not. I can see that. I can look into that, but I'm not really into Mac. But thanks for the recommendations. Yeah, it was this one. So the price went up a little bit, I think, but either ways. Oh, I never really paid much attention to a MSI. I've even asked my boyfriend if he knew the brand, if it was a trustworthy brand, or if it was some things that you have never seen before. I've seen it on the shops, obviously, but I never paid much attention on it. When I'm not actually actively trying to buy a laptop or any piece of tech, I never keep updated with those things, because it's just too much to to memorize. But oh, by the way, I can show you the problem with this website. Oh, and my boyfriend said that yes, MSC, it's actually a good brand, and it usually have good machines and gaming machines. um, if that is worth anything. So you see, this is Portuguese for get it tomorrow. So it should be on stock, right? But when oh, they just took it out of the website. when you went to see the product detail, they had a form that you could submit your email. I can't. It's out of stock. You could submit your email and get stock notifications. So I was there. Oh, here it is. See, I was going to buy it, but it says that tell us your email, and we'll tell you when it's back in stock. So yeah, devastated. And before I saw, I talked to them yesterday actually. No, today before the live, hoping that refurbished laptops would come back to sale, but they told us that it's up to a customer returning them, and you never know what you get. So it's not likely that they'll get it again. But you see, amazing specs: an i7, 32 gigabits of RAM, and with a GTX graphics, it would be amazing. And for this price, right? Yeah, I just wanted to cry almost. So let's see how our composer update is doing, and it's going great. And let's try run our command again. And now we've installed the SQLite extension, and thanks as for bringing that up. And our test should hopefully run now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was so frustrated with that computer, and I've been searching for other refurbished websites here in Portugal, but I only see processors from like eighth or nine Intel generation, so they are maybe like 3 years old, four, and getting a refurbished computer that old. I don't think it's that good of a buy. Yes, it was an amazing laptop at an amazing price, and you see how not you see why I fell in love with that. So let's see what happened now. Our test run, and we have a 403 forbidden. Forbidden. So I can't. 403 means that I can't post to that website, to that URL. But I've already given it my user email. Let's just check if that user does have the email that I set. User. Oh, I could have just dumped the user email. So user email testing@larabelles.com. And on the Nova configuration, I'll just check quickly if I don't have that key on my M file, which I'm pretty sure I don't. Find Nova. I don't have anything mentioning Nova on my M file. So with what we should get is that testing larabelles.com. So we are acting as that user and trying to post. This should be it. Why do we have a 403? Oh, let's try and clean. But I don't think it will be an optimized clear, but I don't think that's the problem now, actually. Let's try and run the test. Yes, I am logged in as, and I am using the acting as function, passing in the user with the email that I've set on the factory, so that the same email is always used for the test user that is logging in. Yep, still 403. Could it be a problem with the URL? Oh, I have no idea it has, but I don't think it would be that. Oh, you're watching this on a Mac, and the resolution is not enough for you, right? Because it's probably too small. But I really have no idea how much is for StreamYard. I just started to do this for fun, and I haven't looked into that yet. um, so what can we do? Let's Google it. So the problem that I found, the answer that I found yesterday was to run this command, so clear your cache, because this person had the page expired due to inactivity. But now that is no longer our issue. The issue is that we can't post to that URL because we don't have permissions to do so. So it should be a problem of registering that user with Nova, but we've done that already. I'm wondering, let me try and add that key on my .env file just to see if it does anything different. Okay, thank you, Has. Good work. Have a good working day for you. I'll just keep talking as I do. I really want these live streams to the purpose of them is to show you how I think, and hopefully someone will learn from it. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for being here. Bye. I'm just adding the testing at Larabelles.com email to our Nova emails keys on the .env file. And we're back to sharing my screen. And let's try and run this command again. It shouldn't be any different than what I had actually, but we still have a 403. I'm wondering if there's any other type of cache playing here again. Let's try and dd. Actually, let's try and dd this config to see if we're getting the right email. Set up. Nova at Larabelles.com. Was that the email I used? It wasn't. Let me go back to my .env file. Hold on. Yep, that's not the email that I used. Let me check out my user factory. I probably wrote one email in one place and another email in another place. I seriously, I have the memory of golden fish. So user factory. Nope, nope. It's testing at Larabelles.com. I wonder where that Nova at Larabelles.com email came from. Let me try and search for Nova at Larabelles.com. Oh, okay. So yesterday, when we looked at our PHP unit.xml file, I actually saw that there was a key for the Nova emails, the env variable key, whatever. Yeah, I'm not good with naming things as well. So, and I actually saw that this is an email that was set here. So what happens is that when you are running your tests, and you have any env configuration set in your PHP unit.xml, those are the values that you get. So it doesn't matter that on my .env file I set up my email, your email, someone else's email. When we are testing, this is what we get. Hence, we weren't able to log in a user with an email called testing@larabelles.com because it wasn't allowed to log into our Nova admin panel. So let's change this to testing, and our test should run now without a 403, hopefully. Let me check if I removed that DD. Oh, I thought I closed that. So there's a DD. It doesn't matter. Testing at Larabelles.com. Hey, so we now have the correct email on our testing app. And what happened now? 404. Why did we have a 404? Is there any other message? Not found. Okay. So the URL was not found. Is it sponsors with an S? Let's try that. So what is happening now is that, yes, our user can go to the Nova admin, and yes, the form for the login is submitting, and we just trying to post to an URL that doesn't exist. And since we had this bunch of text now being dumped that we didn't have yesterday, previously, yeah, we were able to post. Yay! Now the problem that we have is that we need to send in all variables to make our post work, and we are not sending them. So we need to check what are the fields necessary for creating a sponsor. Let me split this screen and do this faster. So for a sponsor, we need to give him a company name, not a name, and URL. Actually, we can make this fun using Faker, and we'll try to do that in a second. Is it published? This is actually what we're trying to test here, an image file, so we'll have to mock the file system on Laravel. And as for type, oh really, type with a T capitalized. Let's try it. I think it should be a lowercase t, but anyways. And let's try and with Platinum. We're not really testing the type. Here our focus is different, so we should be fine with that. For an URL, let's go with Faker. Fake URL. Oh, also, you used to call that as a function, but it's now a property. Published. Let's have it published. And for that image file, I done that quite recently. I never memorized anything, so let's go to the Laravel website. .com, and on the testing part of the website, they show you how to mock a file, or actually how to mock a file upload. So testing, mocking, no, file upload test. Oh, actually, there's a new command for Laravel that is quite fun. You can PHP artisan docs and then write your query string, and the command will try and find the page on the documentation website. Oh, this is my alarm. Let's just see how this command writes. Then Do you use route name instead of URL on your tests? I find it useful to also make sure my route names are not broken. Awesome tip there. Yes, we can change it in just a second. Yesterday I was just looking at the routes file and I was actually looking at URL and never really actually looked at the route name. So yeah, we'll change that in just a second. To search on the docs, I was just going to file upload test. Let's upload. Oh god, upload tests, and you'll see too many arguments to docs. Yeah, this was a good try, but docs page. Oh, okay. So we need to page. Probably, yeah, with a comma. Not comma, two dots. I don't know the name of that. There are no commands defined in the docs namespace. Yay! So let's try and flag this. I don't think it's a flag, but yeah, it's not. So yeah, just know that that command exists. I've seen it work on my computer before. Will it do something? File system. Yeah, probably I was just passing in too many variables, or probably I needed to string that, use a tick. I don't know the name of that character, but it opened the documentation on the correct place. And storing files, test deleting. Mock. Let's search for mock. And where is that? I'm pretty sure it's here on this page. Let's go with the previous one that I opened. Testing file uploads. Here we go. So we need to fake our storage. So fake, I'll need to take a look at what the disk that we are using. Then we create a file. You can call it anything. Let's call it sponsor. We need to import this. It's the Illuminate one. And also let's go ahead and import storage. And then, yeah, for the test, you just, that's in the file. Actually, it's the sponsor image. Let's be more specific here. And this should be it. And then afterwards, we'll test if the file actually exists. And we'll try and do that with an expectation for them. Let's just fix, and instead of using URL, let's go with the route. And I need to check what the route is. And I'll try to do it quickly before my second alarm goes off, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to run the command before I have to go. Route list. Let's see what the name is for that route. Nova API resource. This is the one that we're using. Oh, where is it? The name for the routes used to be on the right hand of this command before this was all updated. So now I don't know what it is. Oh, what a shame. Oh, it's before. Okay. But actually, then as you can see, I don't think it has a named route. Because when we're looking at this Livewire route, this is the route name, livewire.upload file, so I could use that instead of calling the URL directly. But here for the Nova, I just have the controller that it's calling, and I don't have a named route before, so I don't think that I can call that. Oh, and this is my second alarm. I'll just try and run this real quick. just to see if we don't have any more issues. And test. Now we're actually passing on the variables to create the sponsor. Oh, I could have done a find on the database. Let me just do that quick. Sponsor, not Nova. Model first and see if we actually have a sponsor after creating it. Come on, come on, come on. And no, we don't have a sponsor. So next week, we'll try and see what happened here and why wasn't our sponsor created. Yeah, should be fun. Yes, programming under pressure. Yeah. I really need to go get my kid from school. Not school. I mean, he's one. So, but thank you for joining me. This was a fun one and a fast one as well. And we'll continue on next week. So, have a good day and a wonderful weekend. Bye.